Today is Thursday. And this is a throwback.
Today is Thursday, and this is a throwback is an obnoxiously long hashtag and a nostalgic rich talk show presented by the Peridot. Today in history, on December 4th, 1969, American civil rights leader Fred Hampton, a charismatic member of the Black Panthers who served as the deputy chairman of the National Black Panther Party and the chair of the Illinois chapter, was shot and killed during a police raid in Chicago. His death caused public outrage, and the ensuing investigations brought greater scrutiny of the FBI's attempts to dismantle the Panthers and other organizations through a series of covert and illegal projects conducted between 1956 and 1971 by the United States Federal Bureau of Investigations, called COINTELPRO or Counterintelligence Program. On December 4th, 1969, Sean Corey Carter, better known as Jay-Z and Beyonce's husband, was born in Brooklyn, New York. He is an American rapper, entrepreneur, Grammy Award winner, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductee, and one of the most influential figures in hip hop. On December 4th, 1996, the unmanned space vehicle Mars Pathfinder was launched from Cape Canaveral, Florida, in order to explore the surface of Mars. It landed on Mars 7 months later on July 4th, 1997. Today's Throwback VHS is dedicated to the number one movie in America on December 4th, 2000, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, an American Christmas fantasy comedy film directed by Ron Howard and written by Jeffrey Price and Peter S. Seaman, based on the 1957 children's book by Dr. Seuss. It was the first Dr. Seuss book to be adapted into a live action feature film and the second adaptation of the book following the 1966 animated TV special. Narrated by Anthony Hopkins, the film stars Jim Carrey as the Grinch, with Jeffrey Tambor, Christine Baranski, Bill Irwin, and Molly Shannon in supporting roles. The story revolves around a grouchy green recluse living on Mount Crumpet who despises Christmas and the joyful residents of Whoville and sets out to sabotage their holiday celebration. The cost of admission to the cinema in 2000 was $5.39.
Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again.
In honor of the holiday gift giving season, the Peridot is highlighting some retro gifts that were at the top of most children's Christmas lists. Today's throwback is dedicated to video game consoles. The first video game consoles were produced in the early 1970s. Ralph H. Baer devised a concept of playing simple spot based games on a television screen in 1966, which later became the basis of the Magnavox Odyssey in 1972. Inspired by the table tennis game on the Odyssey, Nolan Bushnell, Ted Dabney, and Alan Alcorn at Atari Inc. developed the first successful arcade game, Pong, and looked to develop that into a home version, which was released in 1975. The first consoles were capable of playing only a very limited number of games built into the hardware. Programmable consoles using swappable ROM cartridges were introduced with the Fairchild Channel F in 1976, though popularized with the Atari 2600 released in 1977. Handheld consoles emerged from technology improvements in handheld electronic games as these shifted from mechanical to electronic digital logic and away from light emitting diode or LED indicators to liquid crystal displays or LCD that resembled video screens more closely. Early examples include the Microvision in 1979 and Game & Watch in 1980, and the concept was fully realized by the Game Boy in 1989. Both home and handheld consoles have become more advanced following global changes in technology. Following the same type of Moore's Law progression, home consoles are grouped into generations, each lasting approximately 5 years. Consoles within each generation share similar specifications and features, such as processor word size. While no one grouping of consoles by generation is universally accepted, here is a breakdown of generations showing representative consoles of each. You know what time it is? Yeah, it's time for the number one song of the day. It's the number one song of the day. On December 4th, 1996, Toni Braxton topped the Billboard Hot 100 for 11 weeks with Unbreak My Heart. Unbreak my heart, say you love me again. Undo this hurt you caused when you walked out the door and walked out of my life. Uncry these tears. I cried so many nights. Unbreak my heart. Well, that concludes today's show. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the Peridot Network on YouTube. Listen to the Peridot's playlist on Spotify, and follow the Peridot Net on Instagram, TikTok, and the website formerly known as Twitter.
Today is Thursday. And this is a throwback.
I don't know when I got lipstick on my teeth.